Norma Nazario's home is a shrine to her son, Zachary.
Every time that I come in and out, I tell him bye, God come in, throw him kisses. He makes me feel, you know, he helps my whole way. This is like his room.
She's kept his room exactly as it was before he died subway surfing, riding on top of a moving train in New York City 2 years ago. Zach was just 15 years old when he fell to his death between two subway cars. He loved baseball, history, and Frank Sinatra.
That's his favorite. I played that in his funeral. Everybody was surprised too. He was an old soul.
Norma is the plaintiff in a lawsuit against social media firms Meta and TikTok. She holds them partly responsible for her son's death. While subway surfing's been around since the 1980s, a surge in viral TikTok and Instagram videos has given rise to a new generation of teenagers risking their lives for likes. There were 6 subway surfing deaths in New York in 2024. Norma says the addictive algorithms on TikTok and Instagram kept feeding Zachary viral subway surfing videos.
He passed away with his phone in his hand. I don't know how they push these algorithms and push and push and push and until what? Until they commit suicide, until they pass, until they do finish the challenge and either die or survive, hurt. Somebody needs to be held accountable because that's not fair what they're doing to these kids of society, period.
Norma's lawyer, Matthew Bergman, the founder of the Social Media Victims Law Centre, is representing some 4,000 plaintiffs in suits brought against social media firms. Matt made his name in asbestos litigation before turning his attention to this new crusade. He argues that social media firms' products are harmful by design.
They've designed an unreasonably dangerous product that elevates user engagement over public safety. They've done so deliberately, knowingly, for the sole purpose of maximizing their profits. We want to hold them accountable for that.
Social media platforms bring in billions of dollars every year. Roughly a third of TikTok's ad revenue comes from minors. Prosecutors say these firms put profits above safety at the expense of children. Many mental health care providers, especially those treating addiction, agree.
They're being exposed to a lot of stimulus in a very short amount of time, which then can affect their reward system within their brain. It's creating a lot of dopamine hits, and those hits wear off after a few seconds, and then will make them want to engage in watching more videos. And the children in general, I mean, without even having a mental health disorder, their prefrontal cortex hasn't developed until they're about 25 years old. So they don't have the best ability to make the right decisions.
Children are particularly vulnerable to viral challenges.
Here's someone looking at videos that appear to be from well-intentioned peers that he feels some connection with because the algorithm has put them in front of him. When you look at it from afar, it seems like this kid was extremely impulsive and did something very self-destructive and stupid, but I think inside his head, he was doing something heroic that other kids were doing.
For these psychiatrists, social media firms are behaving like the tobacco industry.
I like the example of smoking. It used to be extremely popular in the 50s, and I imagine people had some idea it wasn't that good for you. The tobacco companies certainly didn't want people to think that, and we found out later on they were hiding evidence about it. I'm afraid that we're going to find the same thing with social media.
At a hearing in the subway surfing case in downtown Manhattan, lawyers representing TikTok and Meta argue for the case to be thrown out. They claim they can't be sued for product liability because, like publishers, they provide a service, not a product.
They really don't give truth to what really is going on, which is artificial intelligence driving algorithms toward addicting kids by showing them not what they want to see, but what they can't look away from.
We tried to get interviews with Meta and TikTok, but they rejected or ignored our requests. We caught up with the attorney representing Meta at the hearing.
Could I just ask, sir, please, if you are confident that this case will be dismissed?
No comment.
Sorry?
No comment.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you don't wish to comment in this case. Is it because it's such a serious case that deals with children who've died?
As the legal challenges against Meta and TikTok move forwards, the firms will have to disclose data which could further shed light on the dangers their platforms pose to children. For Zach, it's too late. The bridge where he died is visible from the East Village housing project where he lived with his mum.
My goal is for whatever challenge there is in TikTok to be removed, for Instagram also to remove all those videos, and to definitely to stop pushing those videos, dangerous videos, to kids.
Norma says she won't give up until social media firms have been held accountable for the role they played in her son's death.